Welcome back to Every Way Woman. We are talking about technology, and I tell you, we have here Miss Stevie Wilson. You are a wealth of knowledge and education, which leads me into what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Education online.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Tell us, because I have an opinion about it, but I want to hear from you first.
Okay, education online. So many more universities, colleges, even community colleges are offering classes online. That's a smart bargain way of doing it. You can have a job,
Okay.
you can have a family, and you can still go to school. And you can do all the things that you need to do, which is download the homework, download the reading, take the exams, do everything you need to do online.
Okay, Stevie, let me talk to you. I have a husband and 3 children. So I have to share Facebook, MySpace, Transformers, everything that they want to do. And so do you think that that would work for me, because we have to share the computer and I need to make sure I take care of my kids? Is an online program good for someone and I work full time? You think that would be good for me or for someone like myself?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you are determined to improve your skills or get a certificate, get a advanced degree, try a new profession, take some classes in something that you might be interested in doing, that would be a way for you to do it and do it at home without leaving your children. You might be taking the computer away from them a little bit, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's flexible, which is good. I've actually taken online classes myself. And I do think that in general, you lose something in translation. I do think it's nice to be there with the teacher and with the class, and I don't think it's quite as good online. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to beef up my resume. And so I wanted to go to like Harvard, Princeton, Yale, or like Oxford. And so I looked into their online classes. I already had my PhD. This was way after, and I wanted to do some postgraduate study. And I looked at Harvard. It was like $3,000 for one class. And the same thing with Yale and Princeton. But Oxford, it was only $600 for a class. I thought, great, I'm taking classes at Oxford.
That's a deal.
And that's what I did.
And you did online?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And so it's a great way to beef up your resume, and you don't have to fly to England or New England.
You don't have to go through TSA at all.
That's right.
Just print yourself out a diploma.
which is kind of what I wanted to say, because I do human resources, and people say they have all these degrees, but sometimes they're just printed diplomas from, a PowerPoint. How do you manage that?
Well, the thing is, you have to do your homework.
Right,
You have to go check out the quality of the school. You absolutely need to ask them for people who've gone to the school and graduated, talk to them, get references, and check them out. The same way that you would with a babysitter or a doctor, you'd want to know how good they are. You want a reference.
So even on the online classes?
Absolutely.
What are the disadvantages of doing online education?
Exactly what Charlotte said, which was you miss the human interaction with the teacher, although sometimes you can actually do that on the phone, which is always nice. I did that, and it was just great. I had the best relationship with one of my professors. I could call him, and we'd have big, long discussions.
Well, what about online education for, let's say, middle school or high school? Because I know there's a push now for children in high school, or kids actually in high school, to do it online. What are your thoughts about that? I know that's the same thing. I was quiet
I think
too.
you have to be a self-starter. If you're not a self-starter type, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Because you have to discipline yourself, and you have to do the work and do the homework and keep up. And you're not going to have a teacher there telling you, okay, open your book and do this and turn this in.
One thing too, I think with like the younger kids, it's probably good because you could use that if you want to homeschool your kids, and then you could use that to supplement the homeschool.
Yeah, that would be good.
And a lot of schools use it to get homework and notes and information.
And then you can make sure your kids have their assignments. You can look online, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Is the curriculum different between online education and in the classroom?
No.
Oh, it's the same curriculum. Okay, but you have to have like a special computer, like the Blackboard, and you just can't have a 326 trying to do online education, right? You remember 326, those big computers?
Well, let's put it this way: you need something.
Yeah, I mean, the community colleges have classes. That's
they do.
I took them at Valley College. I took classes online. So you just have a regular computer.
How do they make sure, like, certain people wouldn't cheat on their
Yeah, how do
tests?
they make sure that I'm online Stacy and it's not Natasha doing my test for me?
They don't.
It's an honor system.
Absolutely. So you have to have the integrity to do it.
Okay, so that's why a lot of people do
You
it,
did well in that class, by the way. Thank you for that. She got me an A. I was really happy about it.
I knew in Oxford. I was wondering about that, Dr. Laws. Ladies, this has been a great conversation. Stevie, if our viewing audience would like to find out more about your expertise, where can they follow you or find you?
You can find me on my blog at www.la-story.com. You can contact me through that. The blog is pretty much fluff and fun. serious topics.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us today. We wanted to thank you, Stevie. You were awesome.
Thank you.
And we want you to continue to have the conversation. And if you'd like to be on our show, please send us an email at producer@everywaywoman.com. Until the next time, I have one question for you. Are you an everyday woman? Good night.